Hello, everyone. This is Nishay from NishaySnow.com. Creative entrepreneur junkie, serial creative entrepreneur, shall I say, but also bullet journaler and maker. So, today I just wanted to show you guys how I create my spreads, and this is just a really simple one. And you can barely see it, but there are some pencil marks because I measured out like how far down I wanted to go. So there's really light pencil marks to let me know where to put the washi tape to make this weekly bullet journal spread. And if you don't know what a bullet journal is, please look at my video, How to Start a Bullet Journal, and it will take you step by step in just like learning the fundamentals about bullet journaling and all that other good stuff. Okay, so after I kind of have a kind of loose idea of how I want a week spread to be, then I just start putting down washi tape. I used to like a couple of weeks ago, but prior to this, when I was making my lines for my calendars and all my spreads, I was just doing it by hand with a pen. But now I've been addicted to using washi tape to create my lines. I have had a difficult time finding like thin washi tape in the colors that I want, but I'm going to search online a little bit more because I want like a gold and like maybe some more neutral colors in this with washi tape. And I forgot what width this is, but it's super skinny, which I love because it's perfect for creating lines. So here I'm just making, I decided to have my to-do list in the middle of the page. Normally, like you saw, like right at the beginning of the video, I'll have like the to-do list like on the top or bottom, but this time I decided to put it in the center. Now here I realized that I didn't go over far enough with that bottom washi tape. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just like remove it and then just add another piece in a second. Okay, so here I'm just adding the washi tape to add sections. So I'm gonna have Monday through Thursday on the left hand side, and then I'm going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the right hand side. And usually, it's so funny, each spread for each week is a little different. It just depends on the amount of things that I have to do. So if I know I'm not going to do a ton during the week, then I most likely will not give Monday through Thursday a lot of space in the journal. But if I know I'm gonna have an action-packed week every single day, then like I might more evenly distribute the area designated for the different days. So it just really depends on what my to-do list looks like daily for each week, and that determines how I decide to create the spreads for the week. Oops, move the table there a little bit. Bear with me, but I'm just going to finish off that other side now. Okay, so sometimes I'll write out the days of the week in full and do it hand lettered. Sometimes I'll just write it out, not hand lettered at all. Sometimes I'll just use like M for Monday, for example, and so forth for the rest of the week. And so this time, for just any random reason, or excuse me, just randomly, I decided to go ahead and use my gold pen. And all the supplies that I use in this video I'll have listed below. But I'm just shaking up the pen now. You have to be careful, make sure the cap is on because these pens do leak. They're amazing, but they leak. And so the gold pen I decided to use is the one that has more of like a fine point. The other one has more of a broad tip, but I didn't want to do lettering that thick. I just wanted something really thin in the corners. So, so I thought this was perfect. I'm not even like normally what I'll do is write it out and even go over it a second time just to make certain parts of the lettering thicker to really give it that beautiful hand lettered look. But for this, I just wanted to keep it real simple. All right, so here I just like adding just like a few little fun stickers. I'm just a sticker person. The ones that I'm looking at right now are actually stickers that I made. So I painted those. Well, I drew them, then added watercolor, took a picture of them, took them in Photoshop, and then printed them on just label paper and then cut them out. So kind of bootleg stickers, but they work. I'll try to create a tutorial for you guys. And then the book that I'm looking at now, I believe that's the Boatington sticker book. And so I decided to go with like just a couple of stickers in there, a fun dog one because I have a dog. That's not my dog, but still. And then I'm looking now to see if anything moves me. And I'm going with like the little, I think it's like an embroidered rug or something. But I know that the middle of the week is going to be pretty relaxing for me. I'm doing a few things, but not stressing myself out. So I'm just kind of like adding that relaxing sticker right there. um, and what I just picked up was just like some washi tape. So I'm just looking at my bin of washi tape right now and just figuring out, is there anything else I want to add? Because sometimes maybe I'll double up on the washi tape or I'll glue something in. I'm looking at, this, I forgot which washi tape that was I just had, but it didn't fit with this spread. So I'm just like, forget it. So now I'm just taking a look at it and just figuring out like, okay, is this it? Do I want to add anything else or will this be enough? Like I even have like, I mean, I'm hiding all my washi tape and scrap paper and everything else from you guys. But that's why I was just looking through it just to see if there's anything else I want to add. But I'm kind of happy with this because I do have a lot of things to write in there, so I don't want it to be too busy. But what I do want for my birthday, actually, somebody gave me this blush shimmer spray that you can use for journaling. It's absolutely beautiful. It gives like your pages like a little bit of color and then just a little bit of shimmer too. So basically, I just have some cut up folders that I'm putting underneath the pages that I'm working with because I don't want this to bleed through to the other pages in my journal. I'm giving the shimmer spray a good shake and I'm just about to spray it. And you just, have to determine as far as like the number of sprays you want to do. What kind of effect do you want? Do you just want a few spots here and there? Do you want the paper more saturated? I wanted it really saturated, so I'm going to give it a lot of sprays. And don't freak out. I know you're seeing like the paper and you're like, oh my God, I hate it. It's wrinkling, but it'll be fine because once it dries and then you close the book, it flattens out. In the Let's Term um, journal that I use, the paper is really good quality. So I've used watercolors in here. Now there's spray in here. I've used all kind of stuff, and it barely bleeds through to the side. So right now I'm just using a heat gun just to try to dry most of it up. Um, just helping it out a little bit so I don't accidentally smear it. And it also prevents the paper from crinkling too much from all of that spray just sitting on there. Just making sure just to hit it really quick because that heat gun is super hot, and that actually could like bend your pages too because it's so hot. And then, even though I use the heat gun on it, some of the splatters are almost like puddles. So I'm just going to dab here and there just to get the excess um, ink off of the page. And even though you can't see it, there is like this shimmer effect now. It's like a blush color, but there's also a little bit of shimmer to it, which really goes nicely with the days of the week. Even though it doesn't look like much now, in person you can see like the glitter. So that is pretty much dry. See, didn't really bleed through at all. Yeah. I'm just making sure I got any other little, um, I call them puddles, but you know what I mean. Like excess ink off of the page. And I'm just using a regular paper towel. I use Viva. I love Viva. But nothing else is coming up, so it seems like it is dry. Just like that. What? I'm just hitting it one more time just to be sure, because if it does smear, I'm going to be PO'd. So, just hitting it with that heat gun one more time. Okay, so I'm just making sure, feels good, and I am done. That is it. Look at that. It's ready for me to write my to-do list in it. I'm going to close it for a little bit just to flatten it out.